So I've been trying to make a reeform in English writing just because that's what I do when I'm bored. Other people, they play games. Now, I reform the English language. Not the language, just how it's written. Your plosives and nasals are exactly what you would expect. With a slight caveat. Okay, so the letter C is only used at the beginning of words. Only at the beginning of the words. For the k sound. Q is used when a syllable starts with the qua cluster, and then PH is used when a word begins with a when a word begins with an F sound followed by a rounded vowel. That's what I'm gonna go with. I'm gonna use that and see how that goes. V is used wherever V is used, obviously. Dental fricatives still represented by the same digraph. I'm not gonna come up with another digraph just for it. Letter C is used to make the S sound at the end of words. Letter S is used to make the Z sound at the end of words, just like usual. Eyes doesn't end with an S, that would be ice. Right? We all know this. I'm assuming. Either that or I just broke your entire worldview of language, in which case, I am deeply sorry that I had to be the one to do that, because I don't even know half of this myself. And there's sh, ja, ch, and ja. I use sh to represent sh, because, let's face it, we all just refer to the sh noise at the end of the day. Saying post-alveolar fricative. I think it's post-alveolar. Is it post-alveolar? Is it alveolar? I can't tell if it's dental alveolar post-alveolar or if it's dental post-alveolar velar. I think this way is more post and this way is pre. So I think it's post. So I think it's the unvoiced post-alveolar fricative. I don't know. I can barely understand myself. I'm not going to try and understand the system. And of course, I used ZH to represent the voiced variant. And yes, I will be calling it ZH. It makes everyone upset. So it's a net win for me. CH used to represent the ch sound, and a J to represent the j sound, because bad habits die hard. Also, I love how we have all of these fricatives here. It's great. Not all confusing for people learning English. Not at all. English is a very balanced language. And then, of course, for the sake of keeping a random sound for the heck of it, because when you know how to pronounce older sounds that are no longer in English, but you can see where they used to be, you're going to want that so that you can brag. So I kept the h in English writing. And then h. And then we got ra, la, and ya. Pretty simple. You see, this one is ra, that one is ra. No, that's ra, ya, and la, obviously. Okay, no, but seriously, that's ra, ya, and la. And then we got the voiced labial-velar approximant, wa. And then much like in older English, the voiceless labial-velar fricative, hua, hua, ha, hua. I can't say it now. Okay, good on me. Real great at giving demonstrations. Is represented with the WH digraph. This sound is quickly fading from English. But I think it's neat. So I'm keeping it in. I am in no way compensating for anything. You can't prove otherwise. That's a bad joke to make in this. X still represents the X sound, and Q still represents the Qu sound. Well, not sounds, those are consonant clusters. And then, of course, vowels. Yay! Okay, so, A represents A or ah. I was wondering if I if I should distinguish between the two, but then I was like, no. Similar thing happened with the soft T. I was like, oh, do I represent T as well? Do I do that? Get some British writing involved here. And I'm like, no. I could just wing it by the writing. You know what? I'm not gonna make this, and I'm not gonna go full on and try writing it English system that looks distinctly English, but can also inscribe all the information of every dialect of English all at once. Because that would be hell! So I got all the sounds. A, e, ah. Not all. All. A, E, I, O, U, all, ow, oi, and then the rhoticized O in or. At least I think that's what rhoticizing is, right? I'm right. Then at the ends of words, the way you write them would be different because, of course, such as A being spelled with an AY instead of an AE. I was about to say AI. And then a Y on its own representing the E sound. Yay! Actually, yay would be spelled the exact same. So yeah, this system is going to be written how it sounds in my dialect as I speak it. And I encourage others to make systems similar for themselves. And if you can make it so that you can write other dialects accurately, consistently, and readably, then props to you, I guess. Actually, part of me wanted to include Thorn and Ev here for dental fricatives, but decided against it because I wanted to stick to things that I could easily type. Instead of having to quickly say, "Ooh, gotta swap over to those weird runic letters." Or Icelandic, I guess, because Icelandic does use them, right? Icelandic uses both, right? I'm not being weird. I'm not being weird here and crossing my information up, am I? But yeah. It's a work in progress. This is not the final version. I am still working on it. This is like my, I think, 5th attempt at doing this. Oh god, it's been 5 whole attempts. Yeah. This one's notable mostly because I didn't just decide to solve it by using the Greek alphabet. However, I did take inspiration from how the Greek alphabet handles things. Specifically with, say, if I want, instead of having an A, I want A, then I could just put a double dot on the E to show that it's not like this isn't a digraph for another sound. Don't worry. So that's neat. This was the English language. And this is English spelled in the system. It's great. It's hilarious. I love it. Yeah, I have no more to say. I am so sorry. If you like this video, then leave a like. Leave a dislike if you don't, and maybe subscribe. I don't know. I forget what that random song I came up with in a couple episodes ago was, because I haven't been doing this for a while. See you in the later. Have a nice day, maybe. I don't know. See ya.